In the bustling city of Skylark, where skyscrapers touched the clouds and neon lights painted the nights in vibrant hues, lived a boy named Alex. Alex was known throughout his school for his quick wit and charming smile, but he had a troublesome habit. He often told lies. It started small, like exaggerating about having the latest video games or boasting about adventures he'd never had. His classmates were initially impressed and entertained by his stories, and Alex enjoyed the attention and admiration. However, as his lies grew bolder, they began to weave a complex web that was hard to escape. One Friday afternoon, as the final school bell rang, Alex saw an opportunity to spin his most elaborate tale yet. His classmates were buzzing about the upcoming weekend, discussing their plans. Seizing the moment, Alex boasted, "My uncle is taking me to the top of Skylark Tower tomorrow. It's a private tour, and we're going to have lunch at the exclusive Skyview restaurant." Gasps of awe and envy rippled through the crowd. Skylark Tower was the tallest building in the city, and the Skyview restaurant was known for being nearly impossible to get into without a reservation months in advance. "Wow, Alex, that sounds amazing!" his friend Max exclaimed. "You have to tell us all about it on Monday." Alex grinned, feeling a rush of pride. "Sure thing," he said confidently, though a knot of anxiety began to form in his stomach. He knew his story was a lie, but he figured he had the entire weekend to come up with more details to make it convincing. The next morning, as Alex sat in his room, trying to think of believable details for his story, his mother called out, "Alex, can you help me with the groceries?" Reluctantly, he went downstairs. On their way back from the store, Alex noticed a flyer for a local charity event posted on a community bulletin board. It announced a Skylark Tower Experience raffle, where the winner would get a private tour and lunch at the Skyview restaurant. Inspiration struck. "Mom, can I have some money to buy a raffle ticket?" Alex asked, thinking that winning the raffle could make his lie true. His mother, surprised by his sudden interest in a charity event, agreed and gave him some money. Alex bought a ticket and spent the rest of the weekend hoping for a miracle. But when the raffle winner was announced on Sunday evening, it wasn't his name that was called. Panic set in as he realized he had no backup plan. He spent a sleepless night trying to concoct a believable story. Monday morning arrived too quickly. At school, Alex was bombarded with questions about his supposed adventure. Stuttering and stumbling, he tried to describe the non-existent tour, but his classmates quickly grew suspicious. "Why didn't you take any pictures, Alex?" asked Lily, narrowing her eyes. "Everyone takes pictures at Skylark Tower." My phone died," Alex lied. But the doubt in his voice was evident. Max frowned. "Didn't you say your uncle works there? Why didn't he take any photos?" Caught in his own web of lies, Alex's face turned red. His classmates exchanged skeptical glances, and the admiration he once enjoyed turned into whispers and snickers behind his back. By lunchtime, word had spread throughout the school that Alex's grand story was likely a fabrication. Feeling humiliated, Alex isolated himself in the corner of the cafeteria. His friends, disappointed and feeling betrayed, kept their distance. Over the next few weeks, Alex found himself increasingly ostracized. The trust he had once taken for granted was shattered. Teachers began to question his excuses, and classmates doubted everything he said. The weight of his lies hung heavily around his neck like a stone. One evening, Alex sat on his bed, staring at the city lights outside his window, reflecting on the mess he had created. Determined to make amends, he decided to come clean. The next day, during homeroom, Alex stood in front of his class, his heart pounding. "I have something to confess," he began, his voice trembling. "I lied about the Skylark Tower trip. None of it was true. I'm really sorry for deceiving all of you." The room was silent for a moment before Max spoke up. "Why, Alex? Why did you lie?" Alex sighed. "I wanted you all to like me, to think I was special, but I see now that lies only push people away." The road to earning back his classmates' trust was long and challenging. Alex worked hard to prove himself, volunteering for class projects, helping his peers, and most importantly, being honest in every situation. Slowly, the icy barrier between Alex and his friends began to melt. Though some remained wary, others appreciated his efforts to change. By the end of the school year, Alex had rebuilt many of his friendships and learned a valuable lesson. In the heart of the city of Skylark, amidst the hustle and bustle, Alex discovered that honesty and integrity were far more rewarding than any attention a lie could bring. And from that day on, he vowed never to let a lie define him again.